Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, in this life and the next. Welcome back to the Nerd's Tarot Reading, and this is your host, the Nerd. Tonight we are once again doing another sigil work series episode, and tonight's sigil, yes, this is not a A and B version. This is the same sigil with better drawing, better made, obviously. Don't worry, you guys out there. We will have a picture or photos of this up on our TikTok channel, so please stay tuned for that and simply relax. Tonight's sigil is I have self-restraint and sense to not trap myself and make intelligent decisions. As usual, tonight's sigil is based on the full card reading for this week earlier, as well as the various card draw messages over the course of the week. Since everything has been focusing on making intelligent decisions, outsmarting people when they become the obstacle in your path, as well as knowing your limits, your needs, your desires, and sometimes having to forego those desires, those goals, and focusing more on your needs, especially from the card reading earlier this week that focused more on knowing your resources, your needs, and balancing the two between your desires, because you have people to take care of. Tonight's sigil is blunt because it requires you to prioritize your needs and sometimes forego the things you want. It's about sacrifice. This sigil is a reminder that sometimes you need, especially in hard times, that you need to make hard choices and sacrifices. And because if you don't, if you surrender to those impulses, like vacations or something like that, you will end up trapping yourself in a bad financial situation. So, this sigil is meant to remind us that you need to focus on the things you need, and you should not be impulsive or reckless and trap yourself in a situation where you do not have financial means. It also reminds us that common sense is a thing. While hard, it is necessary. And it encourages us to make smart and clever decisions, especially when people are the ones who are problematic or being the obstacle in our path. And that was this week's or tonight's sigil. Hopefully, this helps you guys remember that common sense and responsibilities and sometimes sacrifices must be made, especially in hard times. Because when things are hard or rough, it is easy to forget these things because we are not in a good mental space. Once again, I would like to remind you guys out there that sigils are not magical answers or instant quick solutions. They are simply a means to bring out what we already have. Uh, these are empowering reminders as well as glyphs and symbols that allow us to tap into our full potential that we often forget. Again, this has been the Nerd from the Nerd's Tarot Reading, and this was another Sigil Work series episode. Good night.